Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, January 17th, 2022 at 9:25 a.m. So, yesterday, that video took 10 hours to upload. And then, it took about 10 hours to upload. And I don't remember when I was in the other room, I don't remember the Wi Fi being that slow. I thought it would upload the video within like 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours. But in this different room, yeah, it took like 12 hours and stuff. So, I guess that's when I talk during the day. When I talk during the day and the light is on, I'm sorry, the light is not on, but if I'm talking at night and the light is on, or if I'm talking during the day, there's daylight. Excuse me. It takes up more storage space, on my phone. But if I was in complete and total darkness, it takes up less storage space on my phone. So this phone is kind of different from the previous phone. So I got to be watchful because this phone likes to eat my videos. So one time, like maybe a month or two ago, the phone ate one of my videos. And I don't know if the police had something to do with it. But the second time, the evidence of the first video of that man harassing me on January 7th, I think the police remotely ate my video, that first video, meaning that they made the video randomly disappear from my phone. Or if it wasn't the police, it was somebody. It could have been that guy himself. Made my doggone video magically disappear. Because, like, the first video on the night of January 7th, I had the video of it's like, see, on January 5th, those kids were there already. Y'all know how the gang stalking operates, and they're usually not even there on a Thursday. So I was already agitated, upset, and had a rough day. And then that happened. And I'm surprised I didn't totally lose my shit that day, that night. After all the pressure and just a total disaster day all day long that day. So then I heard that the gang stalkers, they know when you get mad. They know when you're mad about something. When you're already having a disaster rough day. So usually they're not there on a Thursday. I was already upset. And they were fraudulently and illegally driving down Palafox Street with one headlight blaring the loudest music you can find and fake showing off. And it's like they try to beat and race me to my sleep spot. And like I told the police, The police tried to be like, oh, they're not over here harassing you. I said, well, of course they can't bring the damn cars over here. So they're at the nearest spot, the doggone, you know, so that's what the gang stalkers do. They plant themselves where they know you're going to be before you get there and come with the harassment and manipulate people to think you're the one bothering and harassing them when it's the other way around. We know the games the gang stalkers play, and they try to play innocent, like as if they're the victims. You know how narcissistic abusers, how they do, So like we're the ones trouble. So they had themselves planted there on Thursday the 5th. They had themselves planted there before I got there, where they knew I was gonna that I was gonna be. And they arrived there and tried to beat me there and made it there like a couple of minutes before I got there. And I knew what it was about, and I'm like, hell no. So I know I can't go to the police myself and make complaints. So that's why I try to fight and take matters in my own hands. Take matters into my own hands. So and then that Friday, which usually they come on a Friday. That Friday, I mean, as I said, I'm trying to let y'all know they came there specifically for a noise campaign to agitate me more because I was already agitated by other stuff that was going on. As I said, on January 5th was the day I had to make the decision to tell that lady, well, if you make me feel like I'm too inferior of a worker, she was surprised that I quit, but then she manipulated me to quit, but then got surprised when I quit. And she tried to make like as if I'm just useless to be there or can't do the job. In which I'm able to do the job, just stop with the damn noise. Stop with perping people by clinking pens on purpose, having the music too loud, and doing this noise, doing that noise. So, knowing my ears are sensitive, and I couldn't deal with the loud music, in which I didn't even know until after, I mean, as I said, the first day I was allowed to, nobody told me anything. But the other manager was going to let me have my earbuds. But that lady being just power hungry, narcissistic, and controlling, and then try to, make a complicated issue when the other managers were going to say, yeah, you can have your earbuds in. Talking about, oh, it's a safety issue and somebody can get hurt. And so, but they tried to say that the job assignment was going to be 10 hours a week. It was a temporary, seasonal, part-time position that was supposed to be like 10 hours a week anyway, and for like 2 weeks. So the online perps are taunting and harassing me, talking about, oh, you quit your job and stuff. Or that could have got you off the streets. Not with no 10 hours a week and for 2 weeks. I knew it was a temporary position, but I didn't know how long. They didn't give us that many details until, after we started. And they had perp infiltrators. Like, as I said, the first couple of minutes when I walked in the first day, and that lady, the other manager, she was fake nice but throwing up devil horns, and like, damn, I just walked in and all y'all perps already, like, damn. So I mean, I just on the 5th, I had a rough moment with you know, it was one of those days that being so upset and pissed from the first day. I meant to say from the day before, January 4th. Then I was so angry that I woke up mad the next day from the narcissistic abuse from the top, the big boss manager. So I was traumatized, and I woke up, I was still traumatized and upset by the way she treated me and stuff. And so, yeah, that lady is the type of person who's narcissistic and abusive enough to murder you with her words. I gotta stay. I can't be around those kind of people. So I um was upset the morning of January 5th. I emailed her and told her I quit because she made me feel, like I'm too retarded to work. And um, then I got sexually assaulted on the bus that morning. Well, on one bus, the first bus, I was upset because the bus driver kept on slamming on the brakes and caused me to slip. I'm sorry, he caused me to slide from one seat to another. And with my OCD, I felt like my pants were contaminated, dirty, because he kept on slamming on the brakes. And I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. So, and I figured you gotta be a perp. Either you're a perp or you can't drive. If all these bus drivers been driving for all these years, why do they slam on the brakes? They don't even be speeding. They don't even be speeding, but they do like slam on the brakes. They don't be driving too fast. So and they slam on the brakes. So then the second bus I got on, they had a man who needed to get on in a wheelchair, and I'm like, damn, you know. And so that caught me off guard. I had to get up, and there was no time for me to get another trash bag to put down. So I just stood up, and then they had the man that looked like the former rapist that was the Freemason. He looked like the former rapist that was the Freemason. He looked like him. See, you hear loud music? As soon as I said that, demonic idiot. So see, I have my, see, they're doing that to distract me. I have my my earbuds, I have the white noise level kind of low, so I wouldn't talk louder than I'm talking now. And so I can be able to have a little more voice control, volume control on my voice, so I wouldn't be talking loud, super loud myself. But now I turned it down some, and now they're out there blasting loud, ignorant music, So I'm trying to stay on focus with my talk, what I'm saying. So that guy that looked similar to the Freemason who raped me in 2012, I told y'all what he did, that he over exaggerated and pretended to fake fall and pretending like he was about to have a seizure, and he kind of covered it up with um, rubbing his you know what against my ass, and then get off the bus, and it happened so fast that I was too shocked to even speak, or and he did it too fast that I couldn't even process the weird thing that he did until after he hurried up and ran off the bus. And he was already good and off the bus before I realized what he did. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't go to the police. I can't tell the bus drivers. So I was just upset. More mad. Then I went on about my day. I think that day I was very sleep deprived. Wait, I think I did laundry that day. I think I did laundry that day. And um then I did my swimming and showering. And then excuse me. And then I rode the bus with the bus driver. And she told me a lot of upsetting things. And I was felt like I was so upset I couldn't live with myself. You know, when she tried to tell me I need a social worker and all. After being shocked and disappointed that I thought she was awakened to the truth about the Illuminati and the New World Order, and that she understood me talking about the foster care abuse, the targeting, and the cult and everything. So for her to tell me, like, so I'm just not going to have any discussions on the bus with her no more. I'm not going to be talking about my personal life, because she's one of those type of people that think that homelessness equals retarded and crazy. And so, like, I didn't realize she was talking to me like very infantile and very elementary, and trying at the same time covertly trying to make a fool out of me, and acting like she thinks she got authority over my personal life. She don't care about me. And then maybe me staying in this hotel is a good thing, because I can cool off from going up, cool off and have a break, so I won't have to end up having a big fat argument or something with her if I ever confront her about why she treated me the way she did. She outed herself as an abusive narcissistic perp. So I don't like that, with them people trying to treat me in like you think you have your personal authority to take my freedom and rights away because of one incident that happened, or because you think a certain way about me. So I guess if I gotta ride the bus with her, I gotta just, you know, put my earbuds in and just don't talk to her. I mean, she really enraged and infuriated me by saying what the online perps say about me with the Social Security thing. And then, but it's okay for Social Security to commit fraud towards me and never have their shit straight. I mean, people think that they can judge with and punish without knowing or caring about the whole story and the real story, the truth. All they do is hear a little bit, and then they got their minds made up and be like, "Oh, that's all I need to know," and then go on their rampage to destroy and get rid of you. So that lady pretty much revealed herself as a perp. And I had just done a video saying why I don't trust social workers. And so I felt like, oh, I don't want her with my phone number. So yeah, she made me so upset. And then later on, those perps did the noise campaign. They were made it there just before I got there, in order to pretend to make it look like they were there first. Well, but they were there with the intent to do the noise campaign in hopes that they can get me locked up in a mental institution. That's why they kept calling the police on me. They knew what they were doing. And so the next Friday morning, I went somewhere and I slept for 3 hours, 3 or 3.5 hours. Then I ate lunch. Then I went to swim and shower. Did I do that? Yeah. Wait a minute. No. Well, let me think. I kind of don't remember what happened January 6th. Or maybe I rode the bus January 6th and it was a different driver. Or did I stay downtown at the. No. Or did I stay downtown at the library? At the downtown library on January 6th? That might be the case. And then, yeah, that might have been what happened. I probably was downtown on January 6th at the library because I was so upset that I didn't even want to see that bus driver's face for a while. And then, so that Friday, think I heard there was supposed Mardi Gras parade. Yeah, I was downtown that day. And then on Saturday, I think I was still downtown. And then that night, it was approximately 9 o'clock or something, and they had the perp from the same group from that Thursday the 5th, and I went and try to settle down and put my sleeping bag down, just like they have perps when I'm homeless on the streets. They'll wait till after I settle down and then drive off. And they be stealthy a lot of the times. Well, you don't even notice them. But you think that's an empty car. But that's a perp sitting in sitting in a car with tinted windows and watching your every move the whole time. And then like babysitters, like they got the confirmation that I settled. This happens numerous times. They got the confirmation that I settled and laid down, and then drive off. And I'm like, well, wow, I didn't even know anybody that was. I didn't know that anybody was in that truck watching me the whole time. I thought that nobody was in the truck. So almost immediately, like I had settled down, like I stretched out like my sleeping bag. I bag, because when I'm out on the streets, I bag up my backpack, you know, and settle down and, you know, lay down. And the very instant, like as if they were lurking around the corner on January 7th, the very instant that I think I was about to try to listen to some Bible scriptures. And I think I was about to do that, but then I was so sleepy from the sleep deprivation, and then I started to go to sleep. The moment I try to close my eyes, that it was one truck, and I'm like, oh hell no, one truck came over with he was taunting and harassing me. I had video of him starting first with the harassment. That's the video that my phone ate up, or the police. I think the police ate it up. Like if they probably hit my phone with directed energy weapons to make the video, just video of the evidence of him harassing me first, video of that evidence of him coming over with the loud music. And I'm like, damn, that was so much blatant proof. And he was driving around in circles and circles, taunting and harassing me with the loud music. A man that's older than me. And he's part of that satanic cult group. They're not real gangsters. So I got the second video and the rest of the videos, but that first video of the proof of him harassing me first and driving around in circles and circles on purpose, blasting loud music, taunting and harassing and terrorizing me while I'm almost crying. And I wasn't physically crying, but I was begging and pleading for him to stop. But y'all saw the rest of the videos that they tried to make and then lied to the police saying that I was harassing them, and they try to pretend like they're the doggone victims. How the hell y'all are an entire gang gonna be victims against one lone disabled black female? Y'all, I told y'all my ears were sensitive. They were taunting and harassing me on January 5th. So then I stayed in the hotel. I would have to be forced to use up my that whole 300 something of my Social Security, the rest of the Social Security check, and spend it on a few nights in the hotel, 3 nights in the hotel. Then the money ran out. I didn't get help, so I had to be on the streets. And I tried to find an alternate place, and then the sex trafficker with the fake name Darnell Williams called up the Escambia County Sheriff's, showed them my videos, and lied and said that he's the owner of that spot. And so online perps are calling the police, showing them my YouTube videos, and trying to sick the police on me, online and in person. They're sicking the police on me like dogs. On January 7th, they called the police on me twice. And then that Officer Massey was putting on a fake act the way he was talking to me. It probably was scripted the way he talked to me. And he was an abusive, narcissistic bully to the core. And so they basically, I never would have wanted to be downtown and homeless in the first place. But basically, they wanted all of downtown to get rid of me. All of downtown Pensacola to get rid of me when I really don't have nowhere to go. Then I tried another place, and the online sex trafficker perp with the fake name Darnell Williams, I was trying to avoid showing the name of the building, and that perp with the card, you know, that he tried to be a bully, and then when I try to expose him, he tried to act like a coward and run off. And I'm like, damn, I accidentally revealed. I didn't mean to reveal the name of the building. So that fake Darnell Williams perp stole the opportunity to, like, I'm like, what business owner is going to be watching me at some doggone close to 2 o'clock in the morning? That was him, because he went on my TikTok and bragged about being the one to do that. And the police wasn't trying to hear it when I was trying to say that place is vacant, it's empty. It was, I mean, that was all bullshit, you know. So, and the police officer was a perp too, because he sat there and deliberately brighted his lights into my eyes, and it was a young ass kid, looked like he's not even 25 yet, and also try to talk to me very abusive. See, you hear another loud vehicle? So, now it's like I have no, if I had to be on the streets, I ain't got nowhere to freaking go. And this is scary for me. Very scary. It's like there's no place anymore downtown that I can be at. If they wrongfully ran me off of everywhere I try to sleep. If I sleep somewhere that's vacant, then Freemason perps buy up the vacant spot and run a business, and now they own it and run me off from there. But if I weren't sleeping there, the business would still be vacant or empty. I mean, and then they kicked me away from their business and then revealed themselves as satanic perps by, like that Mike guy by 25 West Government Street. He, I don't even think he owned the business, but I guess he owned the cleaning company or managed the cleaning company or something, that they clean up the building or something. And he pretended to be fake nice and offered me a job one day. And then the next day he tried to make like he believed in God and like he feels for me. Then the next time he saw me, he got mad and yelled at me and said he didn't want to see me ever again. And he was, when he got mad and kicked me away, he was throwing up those satanic hand signs at the same time. And I called him out on it. And I already knew him and that other guy, that black guy, they were perps. And the black guy was loyal to him. Black guy just got out of freaking jail. He supposedly just got out of jail and got that job opportunity. And you got a job opportunity and a car and you just got out of jail. That's how I know you're a perp. So, well, I don't know if it's possible that he probably had the car before he went to jail. I don't know what he went to jail for or how long he was there, but you're a black dude. You're going to sit there and be a loyal snitch. You know, he was the one who I think he drove around 3 or 4 times and secretly told on me. The 4th time he came back with Mike. He kept leaving and coming back. So the Mike guy threw up the satanic hand signs. And so then, like dealing with Cactus Cantina, they told me, oh, you're banned. And then they showed with all the typical perp colors and were perping the shit out of me while having me banned. And threatened to call the police. And the white lady, she had no hesitation with calling the police on me and talking about, oh yeah, you're banned from here because from those videos that you did. Yeah, because the online stalker perps had called up Cactus Cantina and showed them my videos about the harassment from the other guy. And so my money was low. Or I had no money. I don't remember what the case was. No, it could have been no money. My money was very low. And I was trying to panhandle for help on the streets like usual. And I tried to ask for help. And I mean, on the streets, I tried to ask for help. And then I finally had a little bit of money. And so I tried to ask if I was banned because I could have gotten a filling dinner for under $10. So I can no longer eat there. But they gave me problems ever since I've been to Pensacola, off and on. There was a point in time I was eating there almost every day for a brief moment. And so I mean, I had my good days and bad days there at Cactus Cantina. But I mean, they had some strange shit that they would do. And at those restaurants, I mean, they would set me up and lie on me and get me wrongfully banned and just do evil shit, you know. So I mean, I got wrongfully banned from O'Reilly's because narcissistic whore Heidi, you know, she wrongfully banned me from there and falsely accused me of constantly harassing workers when I was just trying to, when my server ran off too fast when I was trying to get syrup. And she ran off too fast and proceeded to continue to ignore me and walk off when all I was trying to do was ask her for some syrup for my waffle. And Heidi used to do stuff like play psychological games where she would be fixing my pineapple juice before I can walk in there. And then play a psychological game and handpick. And it's like she would give it to me and I wouldn't even ask for it. But sometimes she would not even charge me for the juice. And other times she would surprise me by charging me. But she played that kind of game. But Heidi saw that I was obvious homeless because I had my sleeping bag with me that day. And she just picked an opportunity to do that to me because she saw I was homeless and it was more like homeless discrimination. Just like what that tranny did at Cottage Cafe, that he took advantage and discriminated against me for being homeless, and he was bitter and mad over a $2 tip. And so he became an aggressive dog bully. You know, you're supposed to be all feminine and womanly. How you trying to be a tough, hard bully, but you're feminine? And has way longer hair than most women. I thought that was a woman at first. I didn't realize there was doggone transgender, a satanic tranny as well, a devil worshipping tranny. I have video footage of him taunting and harassing me and bullying me and unprovoked, and then threatening to call the police on me. And then his satanic friends around him chanting, Hail Satan, all around me. And maybe I don't need to be downtown anyway, because almost everybody downtown is either a sodomite, transgender, or satanic, or a mason, or a perp. So, but that's the only place downtown is the only place that I can panhandle. But I hardly get much of any help at all. It's very hard to get help, and they instruct gang stalkers to not help the target. So a lot of times I wouldn't know that somebody's a perp when they're walking, you know, and if they act rude, it's like they're rich narcissistic abusers who just traveling from out of town and just want to enjoy their vacation. And by you panhandling and trying to survive while they eating lobster and steak in front of your face, and you ruin their vacation just for asking for $2 for simple beans and chips at Cactus Cantina. Beans and tortilla chips I've had many times when I would just go to Cactus Cantina and order beans and they come with free chips and then have some water, and I would call that totally dinner. I've had quite a few times I've done that. But I can't do that anymore. Thanks to the online gang stalkers. But that guy in person, he was a new employee and got away with doing all that shit to me. And I had that all on film. And then the manager wasn't trying to listen to me, but she defended and took up for him lying on me and everything. And they do all this dirty shit to me. Like how that tranny got away with putting his hands on me. Physical violence towards me. And rough handled and grabbed my book bag, and I had to wrestle my book bag. And all y'all gave him a standing ovation when y'all judged, and y'all didn't even care to see what he did. What he did to me first. Before I put him on film. And he could still be rock free and keep his job. The fact that he put his hands on me and so if he works at least 2 jobs, why are you crying about a $2 tip? And bullying me, that's freaking narcissistic. And he acted like the male Karen first. And I never heard of a security guard who's allowed to drink and smoke while on the clock on the job. But that's why I thought, well, if you're a security guard for this bar downtown, I'm like, that's a crock of shit if you sit there and smoking and drinking while on the clock at work. Nobody gets to drink and smoke while at work. But obviously he's allowed to do it. Or he puts on a front to pretend and act like he's the security guard there. So, and I don't even know that tranny's name, but the sex trafficker Darnell Williams gave that tranny my phone number, and I need to find a way to publicize it though. But he tried to narcissistically bully, harass, and threaten me over the phone. He left me a message threatening me, the tranny. And of course, I can't go to the police. Like he put his hands on me at that restaurant and tried to throw my backpack, and I had to wrestle for my backpack. I had to wrestle him for my own backpack. And at first I got over 22 thumbs up within a matter of seconds, within minutes. And then he smear campaigned me and caused me to have over 49 thumbs down on that video. And then a lot of perps switched the thumbs up to the thumbs down. When that quickly, I had 22 thumbs up. And then right after I did the video, I went to my YouTube studio. Right after I did a blog post on it early the next morning, I did a YouTube studio. And immediately after I posted the blog, I had 23 thumbs up. And I don't remember how many thumbs down, not that many. And then immediately after I posted the blog, it's like I had like 47 thumbs down and like 16 thumbs up. And the incident happened 3 days before me and my twin sister's birthday. So it took for me to lose my phone and lose all my important writings and everything else, um, that it took for me to go through all that. I had to lose that number and get another one and get a whole new phone. And on me and my twin sister's birthday, I didn't have a good day. And after that tranny said, "Oh, you stink, you're nasty," then I had to deal with everybody giving gestures to hint that, "Oh, you stink, you're dirty." But during that time, I didn't have anywhere I could take a shower. Now I do. And that abusive bus driver, at nighttime, I beat him just had a bath. I meant to say just had a shower, do the swim in the shower, and then come back downtown and get off the bus, and she wants to spray the bus with Lysol just to be cruel. And it's like, how she knew about my altercation with the tranny? Because they all perp and work together. And then everywhere I went, everybody wanted to sing, give gestures or mannerisms or whatever to insinuate that I stink. Even if I had a showering just about every day. Then the bus drivers were bullying and abusing and harassing me, multiple bus drivers, to the point where I couldn't even go every day to swim and shower. So they were hassling me about carrying around my sleeping bag and me being obvious homeless and due to the targeting. So I mean, that tranny put his hands on me and then called the police on me. When he was the one who started first. And then the owners of that little cottage cafe, I caught that man driving around with a red Mazda SUV with one LED headlight. And I thought I had video footage of that or a picture or something. So they have all these Bible scriptures and Christian related artwork on their walls. But it's like, I was confused because a lot of these people look like a whole bunch of Satanists work there. But at first, they were pleasant and nice towards me. And despite me feeling confused, because they had this other girl, she was really nice. And there was a time or two that they gave me free food. Or told me that my meal was taken care of and that I didn't have to worry about it. And I only been there like 4 or 5 times. I didn't even go there a lot. So I would have never gone there if I didn't have to deal with the issue with the man at the cafe in the library. I had a big altercation with him. And so ever since he did what he did, I tried to start going to the cottage cafe. And they were all abusive, narcissistic asshole perps. And so somebody said that man that works at the cafe at the downtown library, I heard people say that people have a lot of complaints about him. That there's a lot of complaints about him and that there's nothing that can be done because that's a third party business that's not affiliated with the library, but they're still working inside of the library, But they have a nice lady, sometimes she's there, but then he works alongside her, so he's like, "No, I'm not going to serve you. You threw something at me." Well, you kept on slamming things and yelling at me, and I already had a rough day, and I was freaking sleep deprived. And you triggered me to a damn Tourette's episode. And I was frustrated with but dealing with the online fake TI perp lying on me, Miss Samantha lying on me, and on purpose and so that nobody wanted to help me during Hurricane Ida. And I was forced to sleep through Hurricane Ida and I had nowhere to go. And you profess to be Christian and you're sitting there acting like a perp and turning all my deliberately smear campaigning and lying and turning all my support away. Y'all do all this perp shit to me and then falsely say that I'm the one who's the agent. But they the ones narcissistic fake Christian TI perps who they're the double agents and using projection. I have no affiliation, never did in my life, had any never been in bed with the fusion centers. Never been friends with the gang stalkers. I'm sitting here trying to fight against them every moment of my existence now. They're trying to force me like kicked out of every damn where. Now they're trying to do it online. Run me off from everywhere. So I mean, at this hotel, I think they strategically put me where all the noise is. And every 2 seconds, I'm hearing a loud pickup truck that's rattling my nerves and triggering me. That I have to keep my earbuds in. It's like Denton, Texas all over again. I'm sitting here like hearing like 5,000, like what you hear now, 5,000 loud pickup trucks within an hour. Hurts my ears and driving me up the wall. So, so and see that tranny's an abusive narcissistic bully who delusionally believes he has high authority over me. But I'm 39 and he looks like he's not even 25 years old yet. I'm sitting here, just upset about everything. So when you expose a fake TI perp online, they smear campaign and manipulate you and turn all your support away, and you can't get help for a long time until after a good 6 months, and then some newcomers come, and then I can finally start getting a little bit help and support again. So basically, I have nowhere to sleep, homeless on the streets. So I gotta fight for help to stay in a hotel room. Some people might say that the incidents that happened is probably a blessing in disguise if I can continue to keep getting help with the hotel room and stay off the streets. But there's really no affordable housing anywhere. But they have everything for free for these migrants, and y'all ain't complaining about them. They can get free government handouts from a different country that they're not even legal American citizens. And y'all talking about your own American people that's being deprived from working and getting a job and living a productive life. Y'all got everything backwards. And y'all want to call us the R word for speaking out against the unfairness with these so-called illegals and stuff. We couldn't go there to their country and do the same thing. I'm trying to get y'all to wake up to the truth about how they have us homeless Americans in our own country while they have sanctuary cities that invite foreigners to come and get away with doing who knows what. And nobody's calling them spoiled and entitled or being lazy and wanting handouts. They're targeting and maiming our own American people while they're giving illegal foreigners, preferential treatment. They're riding the gravy train and got is set for life. People like me, I got it hard. It's a struggle. So I gotta be forced to hear 5,000 loud pickup trucks an hour over here, plus be by the doggone security camera. Then I keep on having to make complaints several times a day about that smoke alarm. I think they want it to. I think they want it to beep. I don't know. I don't think the staff may want it to beep, but I think that the they have perps in this hotel that keep tampering with the smoke alarm. I guess every time they fix it, then the perp keep messing with it. So I keep on being forced to hear the beep near the elevator. So so yesterday I had to just order freaking DoorDash all day. So they didn't have the accurate items that I was looking for my dinner. So the dinner, if it weren't for the delivery fees, the dinner was under $10, and it was plentiful enough that I was able to. I mean, I had the coconut oil, like 4 tablespoons. I'm sorry, no, 4 teaspoons, 4 liquid teaspoons of coconut oil earlier that day, calling myself just trying to get rid of the rest of the oil. And I haven't been consuming it or using it for a long time. Kept forgetting about it or didn't have the convenience. So I had 4 liquid teaspoons of the oil. And I'm thinking, I mean, earlier in that day, calling myself trying to curb my appetite so I won't be hungry for lunch. I had pancakes and chicken tenders for brunch yesterday, you know, and then I just had some coconut oil to try to curb my appetite for dinner. And then for dinner, um, I've been trying to stay away from fried stuff, but I had fried fish, mac and cheese, baby carrots, and a little bread roll. And I was supposed to have had hush puppies, but maybe they didn't have hush puppies. So, and they didn't have fries that they were supposed to give me. So they gave me double of the fish. They gave me double of the fish, and then they gave me extra dessert. So, so I didn't have I only ate 1 baby carrot yesterday, and I had 2 pieces of fish, and I had the mac and cheese and the bread roll, and I had 2 of the small cookies and brownie. And then I had 4 more teaspoons of coconut oil, and I thought, well, I shouldn't have done that. But I figured maybe that might be too much. But instantly, I just, nothing really happened to me. I just instantly farted a whole lot and then had a doodle for a second time again. So, um, so today it's now 10:24 a.m. I'm just gonna skip breakfast, and I'm not gonna have that much coconut oil today. What was I thinking? I'm gonna be fine, but I'll just have um I'll just have some like maybe one sitting of maybe 2 or 4 liquid teaspoons of the oil. Because there have been numerous times I would have 2 heaping tablespoons of the oil and be fine. So it helped my teeth feel better and everything, like less pain. So no wonder why I didn't have all that much of an appetite for dinner. So I guess I'll just have maybe 2 or 4 liquid teaspoons. I'm not gonna be outrageous like I did yesterday. What was I thinking? So then I'll have the rest of the fish, like the other 2 pieces of fish and the baby carrots and the dessert. And I have only $1.08 left in the bank. Because remember, I told y'all MLK holiday, the buses weren't running, so I had to order stuff through DoorDash. So I have $1.08 left in the bank, and the past 3 nights I've been like falling asleep after 2 o'clock in the morning, and then waking up at like 8, and still feeling sleep deprived. And yesterday around 4:30 p.m. I was feeling extremely sleepy and tired, but tried to fight it because I didn't want a bad circadian rhythm. So then after like before dinner I was extremely sleepy and tired, but then before dinner I was sleepy and tired, but then afterwards I just wide awake. So then I woke up around 8, just before 8:15 this morning, and had nothing to eat or drink yet today. And I want to work on some more writing and hoping to be able to earn enough money to get help with more food and hotel room and survival. And on my YouTube videos, they have the thanks button. On my regular YouTube video, it says the thanks button, where they say like to save the video or download or thumbs up. All that line up there now it has the thanks button, and on the shorts video it has the super thanks, which is I guess the same thing. If you wanted to donate and help me that way, so it's very hard. As I said, the gang stalkers, they're trying to force me to stop fighting to survive. And then they're trying to beat me into submission and keep calling me crazy. And they want me to be an MK Ultra perp slave. They want me to be an MK Ultra prostitute in the perp. In this video right here, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not eligible for monetization. So I'm sitting here trying to get the truth out. They got some videos out. I don't even have to curse, but for some reason that they didn't, certain words you say, you don't even have to utter curse words, and they still want to refuse to monetize your video. But I'm still going to speak the truth anyway. And they still have some videos where I have other curse words in, and they still monetize me. So I don't know. That's weird. They handpick what they want to monetize. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just gonna still freely speak. Trying to be courageous to speak my mind anyway. So it may be the 17th, but I'm supposed to have to leave out of here the day after tomorrow, and I'm feeling anxiety about having to leave out of here the day after tomorrow, and have to be back on the streets and dealing with Social Security. They used to be able to call on the phone and tell them what you need, but now they force you to go into the local office, which I can't do. I can't do that. So I've been feeling extremely depressed enough to not want to even leave out of here. I've been feeling very, very down and depressed. And so ever since yesterday, after I got these different batteries for my MP3 player, the battery keeps popping out of my MP3 player. The spring keeps on, popping the battery out of my MP3 player. And so Now I have to try to get another one of the MP3 players out of my storage unit. I feel too depressed to even go there. I feel too depressed that all I can do is just lay in bed all day. I'm just so depressed and sad, and my anxiety is really high. I feel fatigued and exhausted, and just don't know how to articulate or express myself that well right now. But I know as soon as possible, I got to find a way to contact Social Security and let them know about that little short-lived temporary job thing, you know. But I don't have the guts or the courage to have my mind psychologically played with if I physically go into the office. So I need to find a way to mail off, write them a letter and then mail it off because I'm not going there in person. The way that they play the perp games to try to rile me up and set me up. So I just try to not go in the Social Security office and deal with those fake retarded bastards. They're all perps. So so I probably need more rest and more sleep, and I want to be able to write a couple of good short stories, and I need some nonfiction writing to work on too, like some more blogging, and I need to get closer with God and more Bible reading and prayer. I know I have a potty mouth, and I get frustrated, and I also my Tourette's plays a factor in that too. And so I need continuous help to fight to stay off the streets because I'm saying that they're using my forced homelessness as a way to easily capture me and try to destroy me physically or spiritually. If they're trying to force me to stay homeless and get mad at me for getting help from ordinary people. So they want to control me and turn me into a new world order sex slave and perp and prostitute. They want me to be a prostitute and a perp. So, they make a fool out of me being forced homeless, torturing me and terrorizing me, wrongfully banning me from everywhere, so that they want to capture me to have me locked up in a mental institution or jail against my will. They're trying to turn me into an MK Ultra sex slave, and I'm trying to fight against this. So they want me to be an MK Ultra prostitute and a perp, and I'm trying to fight against it because I will lose my soul spiritually, and and they either do that or they're trying to terrorize me, hoping that they can drive me to suicide, or that they can create a crisis, a fake manufactured crisis scenario, so that they can give themselves fake good reason to have me locked up in a mental institution or jail, or they're trying to set me up to have a fake mental health crisis so that they can set me up to be shot and killed by the police. That's crazy black woman, who y'all want to call me crazy. This crazy black woman who get shot and killed by the police brutality, and so y'all can feel justified in saying that woman was crazy and off her meds, and even have your own black people speaking against you and defending the wicked system. So I'm sitting here trying to let people know what's going on. So I'm hoping after this video, I'm hoping that I'll have enough storage space to do more videos. Because the fact that this video is probably taking up all my phone storage space because it's daylight. I wanted to do a video after midnight, but I was too sleepy and tired, but then still couldn't fall asleep. But no way in hell. It's like excuse me. So it's like they I so it's like I gotta wait about 12 whole hours, probably more or less of 12 hours for this video to upload. So y'all won't be able to see this video until tonight, late tonight or something. And I'm feeling like too depressed to leave out of here and go anywhere. I feel like I just want to sleep and escape from any more torture and harassment and abuse. I just want to live here. I mean, stay here in peace for the, and I wish I could have more help extended past this coming Thursday. I'm feeling heavy anxiety about having to be back on the streets and having nowhere to go. But if I'm in here, it can I'm able to be able to have like approximately $60 a night that this would cost, more or less. And so if I can have help with that plus food, and if I can be working on my writings, but I'm so sleep deprived and fatigued and exhausted, So I'm gonna go for now so that I mean the storage space is taking up my whole phone, and I cannot afford. I only have $1.08 in the bank. So they have slow internet here, but they want to try to make you pay for faster internet. But yesterday the internet was not working or was it the day before yesterday that the internet was not working. So I'm trying to avoid using my phone data and just use their Wi-Fi. So let me go for now. Thanks for listening to me. So if y'all wanted to donate, now I have the thanks and the super thanks button on my YouTube video channel. But I don't know how instant the payment would be, but it's easier and the quickest if y'all could donate to the Cash App or PayPal. But Cash App, I think they take out less fees than PayPal. So either way, so thanks for the support, and I'm gonna leave now.